It's just me and the roofers today. And you know what roofers love most? When a small, overly aggressive female shoves a camera in their face. I can't show you the outside of this house because the seller doesn't want any looky-loos running around or any small, overly aggressive females. But I can take you behind the scenes. When someone says that they want to do a gut job and make it their own and take it down to the studs, let me give you a behind the scenes look at what it takes to bring a house like this back so that it has another 120 years.
The place was pretty much a homeless shelter. It was full of blankets and old clothing. Literally old clothing. All of the fireplaces, all the mantles were dangling from the walls.
So these are original?
These are all original. They've been rough scratched and parched, and now we got to go back through and sand them down, and we're going to tile the face of them. While we like to keep everything old, we're trying to also create some energy efficiencies by adding better quality products that are made in this century versus the last. Things that we have kept are high ceilings, or corner bracing. As you can see, the corner bracing over here is still the original corner bracing.
Look at the difference between the new wood and the old wood. Look at how thick that is. And then see how far apart the grain is because it's grown fast now. And then on the bracing, that is steel.
This front door is a replacement front door, but we kept the original stained glass, the original frame, all the original trim. So this is the central living space. And you'll have a nice wraparound U-shaped kitchen. The whole house had galvanized pipe and lead pipe, so now it has modern day LVP or PVC piping with the sun-drop specialty. That's our plumbing test. The reason why we kept the dining room and made it such a huge part of the house is to maintain the integrity of the original architecture. So we've incorporated all the different things and all the elements that were originally designed in this house to try to keep it consistent with what that time period was.
Did you find anything in the walls? Any buried treasure?
No. If we were smart, we would take one of these and put it in the wall.
Yeah, because who doesn't like a historic energy drink?
Yeah, well, it might not be historic now, but what's history yesterday is present today, so we can make history tomorrow.
In 100 years, they're just gonna think y'all were lazy.
Back in the day, they didn't use levels. So you can see where we had to add furring strips to the ceiling, and obviously it starts off 1.5 inches below to goes to almost 6 inches.
This is treasure. I know a lot of people dream about doing something like this, restoring an old house and making it their own. But having done one, when I did mine, I wanted to burn it down with everybody inside of it. So what would you tell someone who dreamed of taking on a project like this?
Make sure that you're doing with people that have the same pride in a home in the craftsmanship that you do, because you're not just remodeling or adding on an addition, or you're not building a new house, you're actually rebuilding history. And you're maintaining something that was built long before we were around, that's still upright, that probably would never have a second chance if more people like us that come out here and do this and make sure that these houses are built to last for another 120 years. And if you do that, your house is going to be successful, your house is going to be beautiful, and your history is going to be maintained.